Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to turn off your farms and islands whenever they start overflowing, like whenever they fill up with resources. So, you're going to need a couple of things. Obviously you're going to need a wire tool. You're also going to need 3 OR gates, a conveyor sensor, a totem disabler, an LED light, I believe 2 XOR gates, 6 splitters, and 2 buttons. So that's overall pretty cheap. It's kind of expensive, you know, with the red bronze for the totem disabler and the ruby scorp scales for the totem, or for the conveyor sensor. But it's overall a pretty cheap build. So first of all, you're going to want to take your splitters, put 4 of them in a row like this. And then on this one, you're going to want to have 24 units of power. I like to do exactly 24. Because it's a pretty easy, nice number to work with. You don't really have to worry about power too much, and it's not too wasteful. So take the right output of each splitter and put it into the splitter immediately in front of it, and you'll get the last one should have 1 power outputting through both sides. If I forgot to mention it earlier, you also do need 2 buttons, but those are very, very cheap. Put them next to your chest like this. Now place 3 OR gates next to each other, kind of like this, and in front of the 2 nearest to your splitters, put 2 XOR gates. Put an XOR gate, I guess. And then in front of those XOR gates, put splitters. Now put your LED light wherever you want. The LED light will just be on whenever the farm is on. I'll actually put it right here, and then put your totem disabler somewhere where it will affect all of your totems. And you may need to split the power to multiple totem disablers if your farm is really big, and then you may need a little bit more input power, but this design is just for a single totem disabler. Alright. So now take the 2 pass-throughs with 1 power each, wire them to a button, and then we'll deal with that later. And then take the output of each XOR gate and put it through the splitter right in front of it. Then take the output of these 2 XOR gates closest to the splitters and put it into the XOR gate closest to it. Now, take one of the outputs from each splitter that's right in front of the XOR gate and put it through the opposite OR gate. Now, you may want to go back and rewatch that a couple times just to make sure you get it right. Then, you're going to want to take the 2 most powerful branches from your line of splitters here and put it into the other input of your XOR gates, and it doesn't matter in which order. One's going to be 12, one's going to be 6. It doesn't matter which way it is. It just is preferably the 12 and 6. Now, take the output of your button, the bottom one, put it here, and the top one, put it in the other OR gate. So now your wiring should look something like this, and then put your sensor conveyor sensor, whatever it's called, off of the output of your farm here. So whenever this just fills up, it'll come through here and activate this. And then take the input of this and give it the remaining branch of our initial line of 4 splitters here, which should be enough to turn this on. Take the pass-through, and don't do anything with it yet. I forgot one thing. Now, choose which button you want to turn it off and which one you want to turn it on. This will also turn it off, which is why we have this extra OR gate here. But it's also cool to have some manual control. So just press the one that you want to turn it off, and then come back over here to our wiring array and take a look at these two splitters. Find the one that is all green, and then wire the remaining pass-through from it to the totem disabler. Then take unwire the pass-through of the button that will turn it off, unwire it, and put it into the other empty OR gate that doesn't have anything on it yet. And then take the output of the pass-through of our sensor conveyor and put it into the same OR gate. And then take the output of that OR gate and put it where the output of this of the off button just was. I'm not very good at explaining things, so just go back a couple times and rewatch what I just did. And then we should have one more remaining pass-through that's not connected to anything. We'll connect that to this button, or to this LED. Now, whenever we turn the farm on, that LED light turns on, this totem disabler turns off, and all of the iron starts going again. So I'm just going to fill all of this up really fast for demonstration purposes. And whenever an iron ingot passes through here, right here, it blinks red, iron ingot falls into the void, so you do want to make sure that there's a hole here so that the excess can go off and fall into the void. And then the farm will automatically turn off. If we were to turn it back on, hit that one turns it back on, and fill up the chest again, we can get a closer idea. That one lagged, it didn't detect it, so sometimes it doesn't work if game's being particularly laggy, which mine is because I'm running OBS and my laptop's not very good. But as you can see, it did just turn off the farm there. And this can be particularly useful whenever you want to maximize your efficiency, because this farm won't produce any more items and it won't clog up your item limit on your island, to make sure your other farms can work with maximum efficiency for the maximum amount of time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.